for 2. Can he win the game? Into the end zone. They've got it. They've got the 2-point conversion. Musa Berry wins it for Western Kentucky.
Without question, the kid that jumps off the page at me, team is Faith Young. The determination, it's an ownership of doing things poorly when she does. And I continue to hold her up in our locker room to the rest of our young players and say, if you want to know, I keep telling you guys what it's supposed to look like, that's what it looks like.
Well, Hilltopper football continues their season with a 28-27 win over the La Tech Bulldogs.
Plus, WKU Volleyball strongly continues the season by getting their 100th Conference USA win.
And Hank Plona's Hilltopper basketball squad is back in action.
As well as the Glasgow Scotties football team and Jerrick Martin. All this and more coming up next on The Extra Point.
Pass is caught, one-handed grab. Are you kidding me, Dalvin?
Duggan with space inside the 10. Looks to break the tackle, and he breaks the end zone.
Dominate on 3 with me, dog.
They will keep it on the ground with Wales. Not only will he get the first down, he'll get the touchdown and the championship.
Use it for Rogers for 3 for the win. Western Kentucky doesn't break.
The grass is red in Kentucky.
Holy moly.
The Hilltoppers are champions of Conference USA.
Welcome in to Studio 2, the home of The Extra Point. I'm Alec Fouch, that's Jamison, and we have a full spread of action for you on today's show.
That's right, Alec. We have 1 hour of action-packed Kentucky high school and Western Kentucky sports right here on The Extra Point.
That is right, Jamie. And, you know, what better way to get us started than looking at the best plays we have seen over the last 7 days in the region.
Indeed, Alec, top 5 plays, and we're going to start it off with the best highlights of the week. Let's roll the tape on the top 5 EP top 5 plays. And coming in at number 5, we have a high action sequence between the Lady Toppers and Sam Houston battling back and forth. But Taylor Barron dives in for a clutch save, keeping it alive, and sets up Faith Young, who finishes it off with an ecstatic kill.
That's right, Jamie. I mean, look at the way she dove to get that ball and get it up to Faith Young. It's like she didn't even mean to be there, and it just happened out of luck. What a play. But next up at number 4, we have, you know the man, Jack Edlin playing point guard for Hank Plona's team. Look at this lob up to transfer Louis Simona. Oh, man. I mean, number 33 rises up for the slam.
Yeah, a lob in an exhibition game, that's something that you really, really want to see, Alec. I mean, how exciting was that? And coming in at number 3, the Hilltoppers linked up beautifully on a long ball that found junior midfielder Amanda Simpson, who distributed a clean left pass to freshman forward McKenna Egan to find the nets.
That's right. I mean, did you see the way she kicked that ball from Timbuktu, from absolutely out of nowhere, right in the perfect spot? It's like she was just trying to take a step, and the ball just met her where her foot was for an awesome goal. But now let's look at number 2, where Bowling Green High School and their star wide receiver, Ethan Kirkwood. I mean, look at that snag right there. That is just ridiculous. One of the best catches we've seen all year. Splits the defenders, flies over both of them, and spins around to break the plane like Randy Moss.
Facts. We call that Randy Moss and recess right there over 2 defenders? Man. And now coming in at number 1, the top play of the week. Tisdale Jr., the freshman, delivers an overtime game winner to Musa Berry. And I mean, wow, Alec.
That is a disgusting play right there. Rolling out to his right in his first game, his first start as a quarterback in college. That is a disgusting, disgusting play. I mean, look at the way he just fit it in there so Musa Berry could rise up and seal the deal. That was an impressive, impressive showing from the Tops.
A freshman quarterback did this. In crunch time, all eyes are on him, and he throws a clutch pass that gives the Hilltoppers a much-needed win.
Definitely, especially after that horrible loss to FIU. That was probably one of the worst losses we've seen in the Helton era, but they bounced back with one of the most important wins that I've seen in my time on the Hill. And this may cause a quarterback controversy in the locker room. We never know.
Absolutely, Alec. And so on to some better news. The Lady Toppers extended their win streak to a remarkable 100 Conference USA wins against Sam Houston. The 100 victory advances into 3rd all-time in NCAA Division I volleyball for the longest winning streak. Under the direction of winning head coach Travis Hudson, the Lady Toppers garnered 73 sweeps out of the 100 matches. The Lady Toppers' stellar play also led them to only 8 appearances that went the full 5 sets. The Hilltoppers' century mark run stretches all the way back to 2018. And Alec, with momentum like this, the Lady Toppers aren't just making history, they are rewriting it.
That's right, Jamie. This is a very, very historic season for the Tops. But I mean, since Travis Hudson has gotten to the Hill, when hasn't it been a historic season? There's a reason that his name is up in the rafters of Diddle Arena. And when you have girls like Olivia Skidmore and Faith Young consistently bringing their A game every single time they step on the court, it's no wonder that this conference winning streak has stretched all the way for 7 years now.
Absolutely, Alec, but I heard you have a hot take on a certain team in Kentucky high school that has looked really good this year.
That is right. Everyone, turn on your thinking caps and turn on your ears, because it's time for all ears. This take may have been a little hotter before the season started, but we never know what the future may hold for the Glasgow Scotties, and I think that the future holds a 3A state championship and success for years to come. Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett took the helm for the Scotties at the beginning of this season, and the 3-time state championship coach is establishing a culture. When you combine his coaching pedigree with a team yearning for success in a town that feels like home for Coach Arnett, you can create a true 3-headed monster. And this season is just a taste of what's to come for the Scotties. The 8-0 record they now hold isn't only thanks to the coaching change as well, because you can't forget athletes like senior wide receiver Jerrick Martin, who leads the team in receiving yards, touchdowns, and receptions per game. And it helps when you have a quarterback like Hudson Gum, who rarely turns the ball over with a 13-2 touchdown to interception ratio. But the thing above all else that I think will make Glasgow a powerhouse for years to come, Jamie, is the youth on their squad. They have several freshmen and sophomores playing in meaningful roles on both sides of the ball, and if they get used to winning this early, they will be very hard to stop as they get stronger and faster.
Alec, what we are witnessing right now is the creation of a dynasty that I'm sure is going to last for a long time. You have freshmen and sophomore playing like pros.
100%. And Jerrick Martin, it's no wonder that this man just came out recently with his offer to play football for WKU. And I mean, if you can see right there, he has a lot of fun on the field with the handshake, skips in the end zone almost every single time he has the opportunity to catch a touchdown pass. This man has been all over the field all season for the Scotties, and he doesn't show any signs of slowing down anytime soon.
Absolutely, Alec. Jerrick Martin making it look easy out there. Like 435 yards on the season is so amazing, and what this young man has done, he definitely deserves those offers.
Definitely. We're looking at a guy who could potentially win some awards at the end of the season. Who knows what may happen, but when you have a quarterback like Hudson Gum who's that comfortable in the pocket and has improved this much year to year, it's no wonder the Scotties are 8-0 and will continue their winning ways.
Indeed, Alec, but coming up, we will discuss WKU's win against La Tech.
And we will look ahead to their next competition against New Mexico State. That and more coming up on The Extra Point.
When I was there, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
He's going to turn, hand it off, and George Hart III is into the end zone for a touchdown. Western Kentucky extends the lead. Keep this game alive. A handoff, and he's into the end zone. It's George Hart once again with a touchdown.
And you can already see, go for two with a chance to win the game.
Tisdale in his first career start. Can he make some magic happen? Can he win the game? Into the end zone. They've got it. They've got the two-point conversion. Musa Berry wins it for Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers clinch bowl eligibility with an overtime win on the road.
That's right. Tyson Helton's Hilltopper squad marched into Ruston, Louisiana and picked up an overtime victory against La Tech. And Jamie, they did it in a very unique way. What were the keys to success for the Tops and Rodney Tisdale Jr.'s first start at quarterback?
Well, Alec, the Hilltoppers edged out a clutch overtime win on the back of a strong first half performance. And though the second half, didn't go the way the Hilltoppers expected, they still converted on a nice two-point conversion, and they had 340 total yards of offense, mainly coming from freshman quarterback Tisdale Jr.
That's right. He led the team in passing yards and rushing yards. It's pretty rare for a Helton-led squad to have a solid dual-threat quarterback under center. It never really works out. It hasn't worked out with TJ Finley's of the past, but who knows? We may have a quarterback controversy on our hands. I mean, obviously, Tisdale has the clutch gene in his blood, and 340 yards of offense, that is a pretty solid showing, especially from a freshman, but not what the Tops are used to. But let's talk more about the freshman phenom in his first start under center for the Tops. This man, Tisdale Jr., 227 yards in the air, 73 yards on the ground. He led the team in both passing and rushing, as we said, and converted on that clutch two-point drive, Jamie.
Man, Tisdale Jr. and what he's doing right now, he's going to put a lot of competition in the QB room.
Definitely.
I mean, wow.
Wow is right. And, to have Maverick McIver's senior leadership is definitely going to be crucial for Tisdale's development as the years come on. Let's hope that this is the quarterback of the future, and that if they can give him more opportunities, that he can see the field more often and keep improving year after year. Now, obviously, like we talked about with volleyball with Olivia Skidmore, you have to worry about the NIL side of things. If they want this man to stay, they've got to pay him the bag if he's going to keep performing like this.
Yes, you want to make your players happy. That's the number one priority when it comes to any type of sports. Make your players happy so they can, stay with the team and have a good time. And here's what Coach Tyson Helton had to say after taking the victory in a shocking fashion. Here's a look.
It was huge, to stay, to get the win like we did. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. We knew it was going to go down to the wire. It did. Both teams played extremely hard. So proud of our team, though. I mean, just, had the right look in their eye all week, had a tough loss the week before. They knew they had to come in here and get this win, and so many guys stepped up to the plate. I mean, it was huge. And, the last two-point play, there was never a doubt. That's kind of our MO. We're going to always finish with the ball in our hands. And so just, great team win. Very, very proud of our football team.
And after turning around against the Bulldogs, the Tops look to continue their winning ways against New Mexico State. Alec, what do you think the Hilltoppers need to do to pull out a victory for homecoming?
Well, Jamie, I will tell you this. They have got to be able to limit New Mexico State through the air. This team has a very strong passing game, so they have to take advantage of what they can't do on the ground. These guys are not going to rush the ball well. They don't have a single guy that's over 60 yards in a game this season rushing, so obviously they're going to pass the ball. Now, I think this stems to a weak O-line. If the Tops defense can bust through that O-line and get to the quarterback, they're going to have a lot more trouble passing the ball. And these guys were blown out by Louisiana Tech earlier in the year, and as we saw, the Tops took care of them in Louisiana. And these guys are due for a win, but I think the Tops will take it. And you really have to look out for New Mexico State quarterback Logan Fife if you want to win this game. Fife has already gathered 1,500 passing yards during this season. He's only thrown 4 interceptions up to this point. And when you pair that 8 touchdowns to the 4 interception ratio with a very solid looking 126 QBR, this man, he can make the Tops pay if they're not ready for him.
Absolutely, Alec. And the one thing the Hilltoppers really have struggled with is defense. And as you know, Fife is a good quarterback, 1,500 passing yards on the season. And if the Hilltoppers can't, seclude that and try to stop that, then, man, he's going to be a problem.
Definitely, and they're going to have to be ready to treat this one as a trap game. Don't come into this lazy. These guys only lost to Liberty, one of the top teams in the conference every year, by 3 points last week. So it's definitely going to be a close matchup, I think. But in the end, the Tops' high-powered offense should take care of New Mexico State. Let's just hope they don't let Fife get it going on the offensive side of things.
Indeed, Alec. But up next, further insight on WKU Volleyball tallying 100 consecutive Conference USA wins in their recent match against Sam Houston.
And the Tops look ahead to a date with UTEP. That and more next on The Extra Point.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait.
What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Pass at the net. Bauer what a great set. Wow. From Fowler. And they can't handle that of his squad against Sam Houston yesterday. Here's Skidmore picking up from where she left.
Really fortunate to get out of there with a 2-0 weekend against Sam Houston. And obviously this is the week that a lot of people have been waiting for. With UTEP coming in, we're the 2 preseason favorites. The only 2 left undefeated in Conference USA play, and so we're looking forward to hopefully having a good week and playing well.
Well, we're back, Jamie, and it is time to talk some volleyball. WKU swept Sam Houston to get their 100th Conference USA win. Jamie, what did you take away from this historic W?
I mean, Alex, the Hilltoppers faced the Bearcats in a doubleheader at Diddle Arena last weekend and came away 2-0. And with this win, Alec, they are now 4-1 all-time against Sam Houston.
That's right, and it was a relatively impressive performance to get that 100th conference win in a row. The Tops outdug the Bearcats 75-56, a season high in digs for the girls. Travis Hudson has this squad locked in, and as we know, Sam Houston is a relatively tough competitor. They took game 2 to 5 sets. So that is not something that happens a lot against the Tops.
It's definitely not. As you know, the Tops have 73 consecutive sweeps. So that's something that's amazing, and shout out to Sam Houston for that.
Definitely, but there was one player that led the team for the Tops and led the team in kills, and that was Olivia Skidmore, the sophomore phenom. 20 kills in game 1, 15 kills in game 2. And Jamie, do you see that number right there? How many kills on the season does that say?
239, Alec.
That is ridiculous. That is, I believe, more than 60 above the next on the team. So it's really, really impressive to see how this team is going and to see how this young girl is going to keep getting better and better year after year under Coach Hudson's leadership.
Yeah, like you genuinely need these type of players, a once in a generational type of player. 239 kills on the season as a sophomore. It's so amazing. The way she's able to lead the team on both the defensive side and offensive side is, man.
It's really crucial if this team wants to make a run at a USA championship. I mean, the tandem of her and Faith Young setting everybody up and getting kills of their own is very, very interesting to watch as we near the postseason. But now, Jamie, what's next?
And now let's hear Coach Hudson and what he had to say following the victory as the Tops look ahead to face UTEP.
Well, survived for another week, with our team, and really fortunate to get out of there with a 2-0 weekend against Sam Houston. And obviously this is the week that a lot of people have been waiting for, with UTEP coming in. We're the 2 preseason favorites, the only 2 left undefeated in Conference USA play. Kind of been a collision course, and certainly I think this weekend will have a lot to do with who wins the regular season championship. And so we're looking forward to hopefully having a good week and playing well.
Now, the Topper volleyball team looks ahead to yet another doubleheader in Diddle, this time against UTEP. And Jamie, this is probably one of the most highly anticipated USA matchups of the season for the Toppers. As you heard Coach Hudson say, this is the week people have been waiting for.
Absolutely. This team, UTEP, is 17-0, a good franchise. And yes, the Hilltoppers are like, 17-0 against them, but this team is different.
This team is different. Now, WKU, obvious, with a perfect record against the Miners all time. But last year, they gave them a game. UTEP took the Tops into 5 sets. As we said earlier, this is only 8 times that the Tops have been taken into 5 sets since this win streak started, dating back to 2018. But one player that the Tops are going to have to keep on their radar is Kaya Weaver. Kaya Weaver leads UTEP in attack percentage and has 144 kills on the season, Jamie.
Yes, but the one thing the Hilltoppers can do to maybe limit her is to go for those service errors. She has 34 on the season, and that's quite a lot.
Definitely, and obviously accumulating more errors is going to come from getting the opportunity to serve the ball more. She's still one of their premier services. She has 17 aces on the season, but those 34 service errors jump off the stat sheet as something that the Tops are going to have to take advantage of. They're going to have to use that length, very long, good defensive team against a strong offensive team in University of Texas, El Paso. But they're going to have to rely on, like we said, Olivia Skidmore, Faith Young. These girls are going to have to play defense if they're going to limit Kaya Weaver and the Miners.
Absolutely. Coach Hudson did not lead this team to 100 consecutive wins for no reason. He has a game plan for this team, especially UTEP. He knows they're good. We know what to expect from UTEP, and I just can't wait to see it, Alec.
Definitely, I agree with you there. Coach Hudson, his name is in the rafters of Diddle Arena for a reason. Let's hope that the Tops can continue their winning ways and extend that Conference USA winning streak to 101 games as they near the playoffs.
Indeed, but don't go anywhere as WKU's men's basketball return Wednesday night.
Let's see what's to come as we gear up for another season of Hank Plona basketball after the break. Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, how about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And welcome back to the Extra Point. Hilltopper basketball is back. They took on Kentucky Wesleyan Wednesday night.
And that's right, we are now joined by Sports Director Cole McIntyre. Cole, how are the Tops looking so far?
Well, I think, it's an exhibition matchup. That's the only look we've gotten at this team, and we're going to do what the media does best. We're going to overreact just a little bit. But a big thing that we saw on this team, all 15 healthy players saw some form of action on the floor. I think that's good. It lets Coach Polona know who he has and who's performing at the levels and at the consistency that he wants to see from his team this season.
100%, Cole. I agree with you there. And obviously, taking that game by 40 is a big deal. But one thing that I wanted to point out was 3 players in double figures.
Yes, that's something that head coach Hank Polona really harped on. He wanted to be a team that was not dependent on just one player. Obviously, your stars are going to be your stars, but if you have players that can give you 8 to 12 points off the bench or in rotation, that's something that not a lot of teams have, and it makes you really difficult to defend and prepare for, especially when they go into conference play.
And rumor has it that the defense looked astounding compared to seasons past. What can you say about that?
I think it goes into recruiting. He recruited guys that were taller, faster, and physical. You look at Grant Newell. He's a player that Coach Polona can guard positions 1 through 5 and almost play positions 1 through 5 on the offensive end. When you get guys like Bryant Salabange, when you get guys like Noah Boyd, really big guys that can bruise players inside, can establish interior post presence, that's something that's going to help this team really far.
Now, Cole, who really stood out in this game as someone who could make a big impact as the season begins?
I think he's on your screen right now. It's Tegan Moore. I mean, this guy can flat out ball. Again, when we saw this run in 2023 with head coach Steve Lutz, you saw a Tegan Moore that wanted to lead his team to a Conference USA title crown, and he did it. This year, after the hip injury last season, missed all of last season, I think Tegan, I was talking to him in preseason, he said he was so excited to just be back on the floor. You saw that tonight. It's a really good win for Tegan.
Yeah, and it's very nice to have a guy like Moore who can really stretch the floor, but when you've got to stretch the floor, you need a strong point guard who can do that for you. Who was one guy coming back from injury that the Tops are looking to rely on as one of the main ball handlers?
Terrion Murdix. That's the name you need to know at the point guard position for WKU, especially after Don McHenry left. You talked about that earlier, Alec. Terrion Murdix, he came with Steve Lutz to WKU in 2023. He's a player that missed the past 2 seasons due to a knee injury. He's a guy that Coach Polona says loves to pass the ball more than he loves to dribble or shoot. He's a point guard with high IQ that's going to make an impact on this team.
Indeed, and let's hope the Hilltoppers gear up for another win for the next exhibition match. But let's hear what Coach Polona had to say after the win.
I think it was good that, everybody on our roster got in and played, and I didn't think there was a significant drop-off. I don't think there was a drop-off at all based on talent and ability, regardless of who was in the game. I thought a couple guys played a little more solid than others, and I thought there were, some just, mental mistakes, and maybe a couple guys got tired at times. But all 15 guys did a very, very good job staying engaged and staying focused on playing with one another and playing to win. And sometimes you're not sure how you're going to react when the lights turn on. So it was very good to see, and I'm very proud of the guys for doing that tonight.
Now the Tops look ahead to play UAB. What can we expect to see from the Hilltoppers in this one, Cole?
I really think this is what college basketball has become. You look at the top line of that roster. It's an entirely new roster. So this team, you don't really know what to prepare for, and I think that's good because that allows you to focus on yourself early in the season. You want to focus on yourself, focus on chemistry, figuring out which players are going to be key points of emphasis for your team to have long-term success in the season. That's what I'm looking for. Not so much about scouting UAB, but scouting yourselves to see what you want to improve on and see which players you can depend on.
Definitely, Cole. Both of these teams are figuring out where their experience level is.
Yep.
Obviously, a lot of these guys have several years playing college ball, but only a few of them have really had time to play together. What can you say about how this team might be able to come together and what they need to do to flourish as the season goes on?
I think for WKU, the biggest thing is patience. Have patience for yourself. But when you look at head coach Hank Plona, he says this is a standard set of challenges for him. He is used to this. Why? Because in community college, when he coached at Indian Hill, he had guys for only 1 or 2 years, and then they're on to the next level or on to whatever they want to do. That's super important for Coach Plona's experience to draw from for that.
Most definitely, and you know, there is one guy that the Hilltoppers really need to watch out for, and that's going to be the transfer from DePaul and Coastal Carolina, Jacob Meyer-Cole. You told me you're pretty familiar with this guy.
Yes, he's kind of from my hometown. I've watched him play before. Look, this kid can ball, and the most important line on that graphic is the bottom one. He will shoot from anywhere. In his junior and senior year, he led the state of Kentucky in points per game, over 30 in both seasons. Mr. Kentucky candidate, was actually recruited by former Hilltopper basketball head coach Rick Stansberry to come to the Hill. He is a player that can really affect the game in all 3 levels offensively. He's a player to look out for WKU.
Yeah, and as it says there on the screen, 3,280 career points in high school. This man was, I believe it was the 9th region?
9th region,
Ninth region, all-time leading scorer. He can shoot from absolutely anywhere. Do not be shocked if he's pulling it up from 6 feet behind the wing. Now, he did look relatively impressive at Coastal Carolina, had a little bit less of a role than he might have wanted at DePaul, but he had multiple double-figure scoring games against solid Division I teams.
Yes, this kid, he's going to affect the game in so many ways, but I think going back to WKU, when you're looking at this team against UAB, you just want to play your brand of basketball, establish who you are as a team, and figure that out. That's the most important thing in this exhibition. Not really the win, it's finding yourself to gear up for the season.
Absolutely, and those are some great observations, but up next, Glasgow High School's push to remain undefeated continues.
Find out more next on The Extra Point.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff.
That's what white people think.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
And welcome back to The Extra Point. With high school football regular season reaching its conclusion, Alec, do you think Glasgow High will come out as victors against Edmonson County and stay undefeated?
Absolutely, I do, Jamie, but it's not going to be easy for the Scotties, as Edmonson County will give them a true test on the ground. They have a very run-heavy offense with 706 passing yards on the year, over 1,000 rushing yards on the year as well. They've got 3 running backs who average over 400 yards on the season so far. So it is a very, very impressive attack that they are putting forth. But Glasgow is a much more balanced team. Now, I do think that Edmonson County is probably the strongest team Glasgow is going to face. Don't let that 3-5 record fool you. But they only average 18.8 points per game. So look for the Scotties to really rely on what I would consider almost an air raid offense.
Absolutely. And you said Edmonson County, they are heavy on the run game, but Glasgow.
I mean, you have to look at Jerrick Martin.
Yeah.
You have to look at the wide receiver quarterback tandem, and we're looking at him right now. And one of the top wide receivers in the state comes right out of Glasgow High School. Get to know Jerrick Martin as Cole McIntyre takes you inside his helmet in this week's EP exclusive.
Some stories are written in advance.
I was like, I don't know about it.
But this one was written in a season.
I really didn't want to do all the running stuff because I hate to lose.
With a quick first step, Jerrick Martin is the leading receiver on the Scotties' undefeated offense. But last year, he took a leap off the field.
You know, he would tell me like, yeah, I'm going to be out there next year. And, you know, a lot of kids say that. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. You know, we'll see it whenever it happens.
Joining Glasgow's track and field team as a junior, Jerrick Martin made an immediate impact, breaking the school's long jump record.
It was one of those things, it's like, as a coach, you're like, holy crap, we got something special here.
Then Martin did what he said he would do. He won the 1A long jump state title.
And it's like, they told me this, like I could have 3 right now. And I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. So hopefully next year I can push forward and do it again. But to see him get up there and he looked at me and, you know, just that smile of like, Coach, I did it. And I told you I was going to. It's that moment of like, I can't even explain it, man. It's just, you're happy for him and you can't do nothing but clap and be, you know, cheerful and all that kind of stuff in the moment.
It's a moment Martin will treasure and one he'll chase again his senior season.
But when you see a kid that's humble like he is, you just, as a coach, you enjoy it and you love it because you want nothing but success for him.
In Glasgow, Cole McIntyre, The Extra Point.
And as we can see there, Jamie, that is a tall man on the football field. He is literally and physically head and shoulders above the rest of the competition, Jamie.
Yes, a multi-sport talent in track and football. You need stuff like that on your team.
And there's no wonder he has the breakaway speed that has allowed them to get past the defense on so many go routes. Every time you watch him, it's a surefire thing that man's going to have a touchdown. But stay tuned for our most beloved segment of the day. Delay of game is up next.
Up next, Madison Ross and LJ Cawthorn debate on who will be the best coach, best player, and most importantly, deemed national champions in women's college basketball.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
To the extra point, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Delay of Game. A quick reminder, each contestant will have 40 seconds to argue their point without interruption. After that, the gloves are off. Today, I'm joined by Madison Ross and LJ Cawthorn. LJ, I'll start with you. Who do you think is the best coach in women's college basketball?
This is no-brainer at all. It's no-brainer. I mean, why wouldn't I pick him? Gino Auriemma. Look at this guy, 9 national championship rings, 6 undefeated seasons, 1,250 and 165 coaching record. The man is literally the GOAT. I'm putting him on the board right now. And he beat South Carolina for the national championship this past year. He's got a ring. He's got a lot. And that's why he's that guy. And the players, you know Paige Beckers. If you know Paige Beckers, you know Gino. If you know Gino, you know Paige Beckers. And you know this guy can do one thing, that's recruit, win championships, and be on the all-time record list for wins.
Okay, good points. Now, Madison, what do you think?
Now listen, I know Gino may have 40 years underneath his belt, but there's only one person in the national title to ever beat Gino, and that's Dawn Staley. I'm gonna just tell you why I'm taking Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is a 3-time Hall of Famer, a 3-time gold medalist, and she's coached South Carolina to their first championship back in 2017. Listen, Dawn may not have 40 years underneath her belt. She may not have 9 rings like Gino does. But my girl was a player. She hooped, she balled, she was good. I mean, she's a 5-time WNBA All-Star. She's got 3 rings, and she's an MVP player. Come on, my girl's good. Dawn's gonna take us to the national championship this season, like she has before. She's doing good, and she's the best coach ever. What you got?
Madison, I just had to put my phone on silent for that one. I should have kept it off silent, but hey, do you know who Gino is?
Oh, I know who Gino is.
Have you heard of Gino?
Do you know who Dawn
Look,
is?
I'm gonna look at you guys to say this. Dawn Staley is a great coach. I love what she does. I love the coach she's building at South Carolina. But South Carolina will never be UConn. She'll never be Gino.
Oh, huh? No.
I'm just telling you. Gino can do this in his sleep,
South Carolina's
Madison.
beating UConn.
He can do this in his sleep.
South Carolina's beating UConn.
When? If you watch that national championship, did Gino not just beat South Carolina? He is 9-4 against his
I don't
lady.
remember seeing that.
This is a man's world.
No.
No offense to these females.
No.
This
Dawn's
game right
sweeping.
here,
Dawn
he
is
is playing
sweeping.
it.
Dawn's sweeping.
All right, guys. All right, moving along. Who do you think will be the best player in women's college basketball? LJ, you take the floor.
Oh, hey, I'm going with the biggest four there is in college basketball right here. Give me Fly Johnson. That girl can go. She's got 19 points per game last season. I'm expecting about 25, 30. You never know. She's all-SEC team 3 times. I'm looking for a 4th, maybe even player of the year. She's a 2023 national champion. What better is it get? I mean, this girl can do everything. She's an influencer. She can rap. She can ball. She's going to talk about you on how she might have broke your ankles in a song. Sorry, not sorry. That's who she is. I mean, her team love her. Her coaches love her. Fly Johnson, I mean, hey, that's one bad girl.
All right, LJ, good point. Madison Ross.
Did you say something? Sorry, all I heard was trash. I like to listen to interesting things. I'm taking Hannah. Hannah Hidalgo. You want to know why I'm taking Hannah? Because Hannah is actually doing really good right now. Why? Hannah's leading the nation. The only thing your girl's leading is Spotify rap silly little songs. Hannah not only has 24.4 points in a game, 5.1 RPs, and 3.7 steals per game in a season. She's a 2-time first-team All-American honors as a freshman and a sophomore. She's an AP Player of the Year last year and this year. She's an ACC player, offense and defense player, and she has an above-average shooter percentage of 46.3 from the field and a 40% from 3.
Oh, man, that girl can shoot. Let me see. You remember Hannah's last game?
Yes.
Do you? Let's read it off. 3 from 19 from the field goal. 0 for 3 from 3-point position. Oh, it's 0%. 75% from free throw. This lady right here is, she's building a house, literally. When they play TCU, what does she do? She built
What is Flage doing?
House.
Flage
Come on
has
now.
6.4 points.
Okay, but Flage shows them her team needs her.
Who
this
is
girl
good?
lost to TCU because she
Who's
only dropped
leading the
15
nation?
points.
Who's leading the nation?
I don't care who's leading the
Your
nation.
girl's too busy in the media, on Instagram. My
She can
girl's
do
on
it
the
all.
court.
But your girl's
Who's
too
gonna
busy
keep
building
people-
a house.
Who's going to keep
Because she
people
can't
in
shoot.
their seats?
3 from 19
My
from field
girl's-
goal, 15%.
All right. Good points. But last topic. Who do you think will win the NCAA's Women's Championship? LJ, you take the floor.
You know what? I had to bring it out. And I know that, Jay cannot be with us today, but this is his team, LSU. What better way? Come on now. Hey, yo, go Tigers. But look at this. I mean, this team is phenomenal. Can I get my graphics back up one more time, please? Thank you. They have the best guard combo. What better way? Malaysia Fuwale, the transfer from South Carolina, with Flage Johnson. They recruited very big in the offseason. Started off top 5, but I expect them to be number 1 by the end of this season. And they are a player-led team. If a player-led team, it's better than a coach-led team because they win championships. Look at 2023, it's going to be 2025 again.
All right, Madison, can you match that?
Just like I'm taking Dawn, I'm taking her team. I'm taking the one and only South Carolina. Why? Because South Carolina doesn't have just one. They don't have 2, but they got 3 national championships. They have the best bench points in the nation with a 41.5 point average in the nation right now. They have a consistent Final Four appearance, and they are SEC dominant with 9 titles and 9 tournaments. What's LSU doing? We're the only ones to be neck and neck with UConn. LSU's not sweeping. We are sweeping the national title right now. South Carolina is beating and dominating the team right now, and they are going to win the NCAA. There's nothing about it.
Oh, well, let's see. I mean, dominant freshman, Kentucky native.
Hey, Jamie.
If you know Zakiya Johnson, you know what
Jamie,
she can do. This
I
woman
need you
had
to do
25
something for
points
me
in her
real quick.
debut. LSU beat the team
Hey,
102
Jamie,
points
Can you tell
yesterday.
me the difference between these 2 pictures right here?
Oh, see, she gonna use this like this. the difference in the pictures.
I just can't seem to tell the difference between these 2 pictures. Can you all tell the difference between these 2 pictures right here?
Is that Ninja Turtle?
I can't tell. Is
Fight
it
the
you?
power.
Raphael, I can't tell which one
Fight
it
the
is.
power. Fight the power. How much time we got, guys?
I can't tell the difference.
We got a couple seconds. All right, real quick. Hey, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're talking female basketball and all that. Look, ladies, we love you.
Hey, LJ, I'm going to have to cut you off
Oh, you
there.
gonna cut me off? Come on, man.
And there's more delay of game coming up after the break. Chris Allen and Tyler Hernandez will join us to argue basketball.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait.
What?
I can't drive.
Why?
I'm high.
Oh.
welcome back into the Extra Point. We are back with more delay of game, of course, and in our final round today this week, we have Kris Allen and Tyler Fernandez. You all know the rules, Tyler. I will start with you. Who do you think is the most overrated team in the college basketball preseason poll?
Well, first off, Alec, thank you for pronouncing my last name correctly. Greatly appreciate it, dog. It's got to be the UConn Huskies. I mean, first of all, why on earth are they number 4 in the preseason polls? Putrid loss after putrid loss after putrid loss last year in Hawaii, with Dan Hurley being the hothead he has cost them all 3 of them. Lost to Memphis, Dayton, and Colorado, and fell to Florida, who was the eventual national champions in the round of 32. In honor of Kaylee Marksberry, Duke and St. John's are better. All right, I think UConn is better they're not better than Duke and St. John's. Just letting you know that, period, point blank.
Well, Tyler, not a fan of Dan Hurley. Kris, what say you?
All right. The most overrated team on the AP poll is the Florida Gators, and here is why. They're 3rd on the preseason poll, which I don't understand how they can be 3rd on the preseason poll when they lost 3 of their key guards. Walter Payton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Will Richards all are in the NBA now. It's insane. They're top 3. Those top 3 guards combined for 46 points. So where's your scoring going to go? Also, you only had 2 returners from the starting lineup come back. You need that chemistry, and there's no way you can go back to the national championship game and you don't have that type of chemistry. I just don't see it. I really don't see it.
Here, man. I don't think he believes in you. Duke it out.
You're really going to pick the reigning national champion as the most overrated team
in the AP poll. Tyler, they
have Alex Condon back. They have Olivier Rayu, who is 7'6". They can dunk the ball.
Look, they lost their top 3 guards. There's no way you can tell me.
There's this thing called the transfer portal, Kris.
Oh, my gosh.
That is literally the thing.
Tyler,
UConn is so overrated.
You know how basketball goes. You have to put the ball in the
hoop.
You have to put the basketball in the hoop. And they don't have. They lost all their scores.
If we're doing a matchup, who would win between Florida and UConn? Who would win? I pick Florida to beat UConn.
I pick
UConn's
UConn. I got UConn. I don't know what Tyler's talking about.
That's enough. We have another topic to talk about. It is my turn again, but next, who do you all think will win the national championship this year in college basketball? Tyler, go right ahead.
Give me the Cougs. Give me the Cougs of Houston. Houston Cougars down there in Houston, Texas. All right. Number 1 last year in the country, not the Big 12, the entire country in points per game allowed. They made it to the title game last year, only lost by 2 to Florida, came back and beat Duke. Sorry, Kaylee Marksberry, we love you, but they beat you. And they bring back Emmanuel Sharp from last year. He's their top scorer, averaged a little over 12 a game last year. And Kelvin Sampson overall is just an excellent coach. There is no doubt when you think of Houston, you think of Kelvin Sampson. They're the identity of what it means to be a solid defensive team in college basketball. So give me Kelvin Sampson and Houston win it all.
Let's see if Kelvin Sampson can finally have his first national title. But Kris, what do you say about this one?
You guys might think this is a hot take, but look, I have the Purdue Boilermakers going all the way to the national championship, and here's why. Most of their starters are returning back to the lineup, and like I said in the last topic, you need chemistry. That's key. Also, they're top 20 in the country in three-point percentage, which those guys shoot. They're all coming back next year. Chemistry, we know how that goes. Also, in the offseason, great pickups. Ulster Clough, he's coming to the team giving you 12 rebounds. And also Liam Murphy, he's coming to his career averaging 13 points per game. This team will be solidified. Also, Trey Cuffman-Ray, my goodness, he is elite. He's the truth.
All right. You really think Purdue?
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, Purdue's a solid team, but they don't have that bad. They don't have Zach Edey anymore, son.
They
don't have Zach Edey anymore.
They don't have Zach Edey. I don't think we need Zach Edey, actually. I don't think we need them because, look, Trey Cuffman-Ray, he is the real deal.
I don't see one on Purdue. Kelvin Sampson's defense
also, they were 3 points away from beating the number 1 seed in Houston, which you took in the last top.
All right. Okay. You all make some great points there, but we have to talk about one more thing. The NBA is back, so you all know which NBA team do you all think will make the biggest leap this year? Tyler, go ahead.
Well, Phil Clark's going to be a happy man because I'm proud to announce it's the Cleveland Cavaliers taking that big leap forward. Also, first off, the Eastern Conference is weak as all get out this year. There's literally no top team other than Cleveland and the New York Knicks. All right. Not only that, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, two of the elite guard duos in the NBA, averaged over 20 last year. So they are excellent. Solid roster from top to bottom. And not only that, they're in championship contention because Tyrese Halliburton's out, Jason Tatum is out. I mean, you have and Joel Embiid, soon to be hurt, bless his heart. This guy's going to need artificial kneecaps when it's all said and done. So give me the Cavs.
Wow, some very hot takes on the Eastern Conference there, Tyler. Kris, how do you respond?
Camera 3, let me cook. Listen, the team that would take the biggest leap is no other than the Golden State Warriors. Look, and this is why. Wardell Stephen Curry II, Jimmy Butler III, and Draymond Jamal Green. Listen, they are all veterans in this league. They are all elite. They all have championship pedigree. And also, Tyler, at the end of the trade deadline, we were 23-7, which is what? One of the top records in the NBA after the trade deadline. Also, we have great young talent. Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski, they are Fouch, don't make that. You watch the games? Jonathan Kuminga is the truth. Listen, also, let me look at my stats. The Warriors are elite. Listen, we beat the Reigning Championships last year in the season series 3-6.
Guys, I'm sorry.
The Golden State Warriors is the
apparently, the good Lord says we are out of time right now. No more NBA talk.
Tyler, I think you need this, buddy.
It's time to take a dive into this week's biggest come on moment. Let's see what happened next on the Extra Point.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the Extra Point. It's time to wrap things up with Tyler Fernandez's favorite segment, Oh, come on! So let's take a look at our Oh, come on moment right here. Look at Phil. I mean, listen to this guy talk.
Oh my gosh. Hey, guess what? Guess what?
Stop it. Get some help.
Open that brain up a little bit. Open that brain up. Open that brain up a little bit. Open that brain up.
Excuse me, can I just make one point? Y'all look like a before and after photo. I mean, and not in a good way.
I'm the after.
Well,
no, you're both ugly.
No,
so unfortunate.
I mean, open
National champions get to coif their hair.
Open your brain up. Open that brain up a little bit.
That is insane. Look at Phil getting physical. I mean, what's his problem, man? He just can't keep his hands off a man's comb.
I don't know. And I know the editor who edited that. That was pretty funny. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you today. See you next week.
And as always, the Extra Point is up, and it's good.
Thank you for watching today's production of The Extra Point. Live from the campus of Western Kentucky University.